We had 8 local teams make the LHSAA baseball semifinals, but a lot of fans were looking forward to tonight's action. Barbe and Sam Houston both in the non-select Division I semifinals, and we begin with the top-seeded and reigning state champion Barbe Bucks. The Buccaneers taking on 13th-seeded Benton, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. No score, but Miles Ledoux changes that as he zips one to center field, and Jadarion Washington cruises way into home, putting the Bucks up 1-0 and firing up the crowd. And in the very next at bat, Owen Galt crushes one for a monster 2-run shot, and his teammates were loving it. He puts the Bucks up 3-0 and in the driver's seat, but they weren't done just yet. One inning later, it was Britt Vick who gets a handle on one for the sacrifice fly, bringing in Gillen McGee to add to that Barbe lead. And once again, for the third time in 4 years, the Bucks are back in the title game. They beat Benton 4-1. Here's head coach Glenn Cicchini following the win.
This team has really handled adversity. We persevered. Diego pitched amazing. Our catcher did amazing. Presley Corville. And Owen Galt hitting that home run was big. Everybody played a part. Britt Vick getting the bunt down and hitting the sacrifice fly. I love our guys. I'm so proud of them. Everybody did their part. It was a team effort.
And at the same time, Sam Houston was in action for a rematch of last year's semifinal matchup versus West Monroe. And early on, the Broncos were giving their fans a reason to be loud. Griffin Hebert singles up the middle, bringing Carson Christ in from second. Big Sam leads 1-0 in the first. Bottom of the first now, West Monroe runner on third, and he scores on a pass ball, tying the ball game up at 1 apiece. And we head to the 4th inning now. Same score, bases juiced, and WM's Peyton Starr hits a double up the middle. 1 comes in. 2 come in and make that 3 who come in. Starr opens it up with a bases clearing double, putting the Rebs up 4-1 in the 4th. And when we head to the 7th inning now, the Broncos down to their final out, but Andrew Ferguson slams the door shut. Ferguson throws a complete game, allowing just 1 run as West Monroe wins it 7-1, setting up a state champion rematch versus Barbe. And earlier today, also in the state championship game, are the St. Louis Saints, who beat St. Thomas More earlier this morning. They'll take on Turlings Catholic in the state championship. This morning, the Saints got out to a 2-0 lead early, but 3 unanswered runs forced the Saints to play from behind, and play from behind they did as they went on to win it 7-3, making it back to the title game. And with it, here are our state championship games this weekend. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning, the Hicks Pirates will take on Quitman in the non-select Division 5 title game. And tomorrow night on the same field at 5:30, the South Beauregard Knights will take on Sterlington in non-select Division 3. And we just talked about it on Saturday. St. Louis will take on Turlings Catholic in the select Division 2 state title game. And finally, a rematch of last year's fiery non-select Division 1 state title game, Barbe versus West Monroe at 5:30 on Saturday. You don't want to miss any of them, but you definitely don't want to miss that one. Be sure to tune in on air and online for highlights from all 4 games.